What are the four main principles of OOP in C++?
The four pillars of OOP are encapsulation, bundling data and methods together, abstraction, hiding complex implementation details, inheritance, deriving new classes from existing ones, polymorphism, using a single interface for different types.
What is a class in C++?
A class is a user-defined type that encapsulates data members and member functions. Defined with the class keyword, class myClass, public, int x, void show.
What is the difference between a class and a struct in C++?
The only default difference is access control. Class members are private by default, struct members are public by default. Both can have methods, constructors, and inheritance.
What is inheritance in C++?
Inheritance allows a derived class to inherit members from a base class, class dog, public animal. This promotes code reuse and establishes an is-a relationship.
What are virtual functions in C++?
A virtual function is declared with the virtual keyword in a base class, enabling runtime polymorphism. Virtual void speak, derived classes can override it, and the correct version is called via a base class pointer using the table.
What is a pure virtual function?
A pure virtual function has no implementation in the base class and is declared as virtual void draw equals 0. Any class containing a pure virtual function becomes an abstract class and cannot be instantiated directly.
What is the purpose of the virtual destructor?
A virtual destructor ensures that when deleting an object through a base class pointer, the derived class destructor is called first, virtual base. Without it, derived resources may leak.
What is operator overloading in C++?
Operator overloading lets you redefine how operators work for user-defined types. myClass operator plus, const myClass and RHS, const, return myClass, value plus RHS.value. Most operators can be overloaded except asterisk and.
How do you overload the stream insertion operator?
The friend function, friend std ostream and operator, std ostream and os, const myClass and obj, os obj.data, return os.
What are namespaces in C++?
Namespaces group identifiers to avoid name collisions. Namespace math, int add, int a, int b, access with math, add, 1, 2, or bring into scope with using namespace math.
What is the std namespace?
The std namespace contains the entire C++ standard library, including containers, algorithms, and I/O classes. You access its members with std, prefix e.g., std tcut, std vector.
What is RAII in C++?
RAII, resource acquisition, is initialization, ties resource lifetime to object lifetime. Resources are acquired in the constructor, resources are released in the destructor. This guarantees cleanup even if exceptions occur.
What is a smart pointer?
A smart pointer is a class that manages a dynamically allocated object and automatically deletes it when no longer needed, following RAII. The main types are std, unique_ptr, std, shared_ptr, and std, weak_ptr.
What is std, unique_ptr?
std, unique_ptr provides exclusive ownership of a dynamically allocated object. Auto p equals std, make_unique, 42. It cannot be copied, only moved. The object is deleted when the unique_ptr goes out of scope.
What is std, shared_ptr?
std, shared_ptr allows shared ownership via reference counting. Auto p equals std, make_shared, 42. The managed object is deleted when the last shared_ptr owning it is destroyed. Use p.use_count to check the count.
What is std, weak_ptr, and when is it used?
std, weak_ptr is a non-owning reference to an object managed by std, shared_ptr. It does not increment the reference count. Used to break circular references. Call lock to obtain a temporary shared _PTR.
What are move semantics in C++?
Move semantics allow transferring resources from one object to another without copying. Enabled by value references, and implemented via a move constructor and move assignment operator. This greatly improves performance for temporary objects.
What is an value reference?
An value reference, declared with end, binds to temporary objects, values void process, std, string and s. It enables move semantics by allowing you to steal resources from objects that are about to be destroyed.
What does std move do?
Std move is a cast that converts an value into an value reference, signaling that the object's resources may be moved from std, string b equals std, move a. After the move, a is in a valid but unspecified state.
What is a template in C++?
A template lets you write generic code that works with any type. Template tmax, ta, tb, return, a greater than b. A, b. The compiler generates a specific version for each type used, a process called template instantiation.
What is a class template?
A class template defines a blueprint for a class parameterized by types. Template class stack, std, vector data, public, void push, tval, tpop, used as stack s.
What is template specialization?
Template specialization provides a custom implementation for a specific type. Template class stack, / optimized for bool */. There is full specialization, one specific type, and partial specialization, subset of parameters.
What are the main STL container categories?
The STL containers fall into three categories: sequence, vector, deque, list, array, _list associative, set, map, multiset, multimap, unordered, unordered_set, unordered_map, etc.
What is std a vector?
Std, vector is a dynamic array that grows automatically. Std, vector v equals 1, 2, 3, key traits, 1, random access amortized 1, push_back contiguous memory layout.
What is std a map?
Std map is an ordered associative container storing key-value pairs in a red-black tree. Std map ages, Alice equals 30, keys are unique and kept in sorted order. Lookup is log n.
What is std unordered_map?
Std unordered_map stores key-value pairs in a hash table. Std unordered_map m provides average 1 lookup, insertion, and deletion. Keys are not sorted. Requires a hash function for custom key types.
What is std set?
Std set is an ordered container of unique elements implemented as a balanced BST. Std set s equals 3, 1, 2. Elements are always sorted. Insertion, lookup, and deletion are all log n.
What is std deque?
deque, double-ended queue, supports 1, insertion and removal at both ends. Std deque d.push_front, 1, d.push_back, 2. Unlike vector, it does not store elements in a single contiguous block.
What is std list in C++?
Std list is a doubly linked list. 1, insertion and deletion anywhere, given an iterator, no random access, no operator, higher memory overhead per element due to pointers.
What are iterators in C++?
Iterators are objects that act like generalized pointers, providing a uniform way to traverse containers. For auto it equals v.begin, it equals v.end, plus it, / use *it *, categories include input, output, forward, bidirectional, and random access.
What is the difference between begin and begin?
Begin returns a mutable iterator allowing modification of elements. Cpegin returns a const underscore iterator that provides read-only access. Auto it equals v.cpegin / asterisk it is const.
What is a reverse iterator?
A reverse iterator traverses a container from end to beginning. For auto rit equals v.begin rit equals v.rend ++ rit std coot asterisk rit obtained via begin and rend member functions.
What is exception handling in C++?
C++ uses try-catch blocks for exception handling. Try, throw std, runtime underscore error, fail, catch, const std, exception and std coot e.what. Exceptions propagate up the call stack until a matching catch block is found.
What is the std, exception hierarchy?
Std, exception is the base class for standard exceptions. Key-derived classes, std, runtime underscore error, runtime problems std, logic underscore error, logical errors std, bad underscore alloc, memory allocation failure std, out underscore of underscore range, index out of bounds.
What does the no-except specifier do?
No-except declares that a function will not throw exceptions. Void process, no-except, if a no-except function does throw, std, terminate is called. It helps the compiler optimize code and is important for move operations.
What are lambda expressions in C++?
A lambda is an anonymous function object defined inline. Auto add equals, int a, int b, return a plus b, syntax, capture, params, dash return underscore type, body. Lambdas can capture local variables by value or reference.
What are the capture modes in a C++ lambda?
Lambda capture options, 10, capture x by value, and x, capture x by reference, =, capture all used variables by value, and capture all by reference equals, and x, all by value except x by reference.
What is std function?
Std function is a general-purpose polymorphic function wrapper that can store any callable std function fn equals int a, int b, return a plus b. It can hold lambdas, function pointers, functors, and bind expressions.
What is the rule of 5 in C++?
The rule of 5 states that if a class defines any of these, it should define all 5. Destructor copy constructor copy assignment operator move constructor move assignment operator. This ensures correct resource management.
What is the rule of 0?
The rule of 0 says, if your class uses only RAII types, smart pointers, STL containers, for resource management, you should not define any special member functions. The compiler-generated defaults will be correct.
What is the difference between deep copy and shallow copy?
A shallow copy duplicates pointers but not the pointed to data, causing both objects to share the same memory. A deep copy duplicates the actual data, giving each object its own independent copy. Deep copies are needed when a class manages raw dynamic memory.
What is the auto keyword in C++11?
Auto lets the compiler deduce the type from the initializer. Auto x equals 42, / int auto it equals v.begin, / iterator type. It reduces verbosity, especially with complex types like iterators and lambda expressions.
What is a range-based for loop?
A range-based for loop iterates over all elements of a container. For const auto and elem, vec, std, coot elem, it works with any type that provides begin and end iterators. Use and to avoid copies.
What is std algorithm and name common algorithms?
The header provides generic functions that work with iterators. Std, sort, v.begin, v.end, std, find, v.begin, v.end, val, std, count underscore if, v.begin, v.end, pred, std, transform, std, accumulate, std, for underscore each.
What is the difference between std array and std a vector?
Std array has a fixed size known at compile time and is stored on the stack. std, array A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. std, vector is dynamically sized and uses heap memory. Use array when the size is constant for better performance.
What is std pair and std tuple?
Std pair holds two values. Std pair p equals 1, high, accessed via p.first, p.second. Std tuple holds any number of values. Auto t equals std, make underscore tuple, 1, 2.0, high, accessed via std get t.
What is const correctness in C++?
Const correctness means using const wherever data should not be modified. Constant x equals 5, immutable variable void foo, const std, string and s, parameter not modified in getVal, const. Method doesn't modify the object, it prevents bugs and enables compiler optimizations.
What is static underscore cast in C++?
Static underscore cast performs compile time type conversions with type checking. Double D equals 3.14, int I equals static underscore cast, D, safer than C-style casts. Used for numeric conversions, upcasting and inheritance, and void asterisk to typed pointer conversions.
What is the difference between stack and heap allocation?
Stack allocation is fast and automatic. Int x equals 5. Memory is freed when the scope ends. Heap allocation uses new/delete, int asterisk p equals new int 5, delete p. It persists until explicitly freed. Prefer smart pointers over raw new/delete.
What is an enum class, scoped enumeration?
Enum class, C++11, provides type-safe, scoped enumerations. Enum class color, red, green, blue. Unlike plain enum, values don't implicitly convert to integers and don't pollute the enclosing namespace. Access with color, red.